Wow, that's long periods between videos, but needs must. Busy trying to do stuff. Right, I can't remember what the last one I took, whether it was in primer or this. So this has been at a basic base coat of the colour. It was all taken down to bare metal. Epoxy primered all over the inside, and it's all over coat and everything in there, and inside the engine bay. See, that's all nice and shiny, that's all been lacquered, etc. I did a bit on the fronts as I was using up the paint. There's still runs and stuff on here, but I'll be redoing the front when I do this. So right, we got a couple of braces. One's going to go from there to that pillar, one from here to here. This is to try and just stop it waving around, and I've just welded a couple of bits of stud bar together, so to keep that distance, so when we cut this off, it'll all stay in the same place. This, I've got the axle stands under the body, not on the suspension. The front one is on that front subframe. So I'm going to tack weld these in. So tack weld the braces in. I didn't mean to put them actually more of an angle, but they were a bit short, but it's at a slight angle. It's just better than being straight, because it stops it flexing in a couple of other ways. And then I just tack that weld in between it to stop it sort of doing this, whatever, and that over there. So cut through the old sill. Now I tend to just put these little cuts down here, then you weaken it. Oh, let's see, some of that has already come off. And you don't want to cut through the inner sill, because that's good, want to weld to that. So you just try and cut through the top, and you can see a couple of bits like that just flake off, and then pick them all off with pliers till you got a clean edge. See, there's a couple of rust holes there he's doing. And this would be the handbrake if it was a left-hand drive car. So we just weld a bit in there again. End of the outrigger needs doing. So just like this, that's some little repair that when you cut it up it weakens it. Those bits will come off. Then your left, that's the original outer sill. As you can see, there will be like a little spot weld behind there, so there'll just be a few bits we'll have to drill out. I'll have to drill out along the way. But when it's smaller, like you can see, that little bit has come off. And if you just catch it, you can see some of the well, you get the idea anyway. This is the sort of thing you expect. Right, the B post is a bit pain to get these bits under these bits, but you just have to persevere and chop away. Try not to make a mess of the front. Right, cut under the seam, then I'm just going to split these little bits out. And just try and be left with the little bits over the spot welds, and then we can grind them off from behind. Right, there you go. So pick that out, and just got to repeat for each end. Right, again, it's hard to sort of video it and show you tweaking it all the bits out, but basically you just get in there, drill through the little spot welds that are holding it on, tweak it, bend it off, get a little chisel in that gap underneath there, split it open, and get it off. Right, we got this last bit at the front, and you can see those little crinkly dots there. That's where that bit on the inside up there is attached right in the end. Couldn't show it very well. In there at the top. Right, and that bit was in the corner with those bits on there in that hole. So there we go. Just got to tidy up this. I'm probably going to replace that bottom edge. I haven't decided yet, but just clean these edges up. Straighten that back out with a dolly. Right, I'm leaving that bit because I'll sort that out when I've got the rest of the sill out bit. I've just replaced the bottom bit, welded along this edge, inside and outside, so when it grinds down, it'll basically look normal. So just going to make that a bit better. Right, a bit of sticky epoxy paint on the inside. So we got those joints all quite close, so that should all be basically as close as it's going to get. Like I say, it's a production car. Those holes line up and that one in the front. So we'll weld it on and then we can do the roll on the bottom afterwards. Okay, just finishing this off. Got the spot welds under these bits. Just got a couple on there, do a row along the bottom edge and finish off a couple of little bits inside that inner arch. You can see behind the holes, that's the edge of the original panel. So we'll stiffen it all up. So we want just welding it through, drill through the outside of the outer sill, cramp it up. I've done two next to each other. And as long as when you weld it on, you can see the penetration through the other side. See it like that, and then that's welded fine. Just do one every inch, but miss the little drain holes. So just drill through the top like that, then plug weld over the top, and do that all the way along. So you just cut through these. So we've done the bits at the end, all the row all the way along the bottom. It's all been ground off, or nearly almost. Got to do the front edge. Not sure what I'm going to do about the left side yet. Let's see, there's a little hole there, a bit there, and a bit there. A little bit at the front. It's actually good. Yeah, don't know. I haven't decided. Part of me wants to do another complete sill on it, really, because it'd be a better job. But it's all time. Yeah, I'll think about it. So, if you've watched this far, just got to do the outriggers and those patches on the in-between that will be next. The doors are behind the boot. They're already be done. I need to do the jag next. That's going to be on the ramp. I've ordered some bits for the Fuego. And I need to sort out all this area of stuff and reorganise it, because I've got a Sunbeam Tiger on the way that I've got to do engine gearbox out and an engine rebuild on. and that's going to be parked there. So yeah, need to tidy all these hinges and gearboxes up. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching.